discovering Thailand. My name's Peter, if you don't already know, and welcome to the live stream here from Chiang Mai at my favourite little coffee shop here called Latit. Here just off to the side of the Ping River here, a little bit noisy, but we're on a bit of a busy road here that runs up a bit towards the city. And welcome everybody, I'm glad to have you all aboard. And one thing, I've got a couple of announcements to make as a few people show up and come in. But really enjoying my coffee here, as you can see. And even though it's a loud street, hobby time. Surprise, surprise. How are you, mate? Welcome. And Jackson in Thailand, good morning to you. Good to see you both. Hey, listen, do me a quick favour. Let me know if my audio is good. Retired, don't give up. Hello. I don't recognise your name, but I think you might be someone new. Welcome, and I like the name. Definitely. Very inspirational. Welcome to the channel. Just give me a quick audio check. I think we're all right. I'm looking at the bars. I was fiddling with it earlier and making sure everything's fine. I'm just hoping the background isn't too overwhelming with noise. But welcome everybody. I'm expecting there may be Dave Clark and subscribe. Good on you. I was just about to mention, I'm expecting there might be a few new names come up in chat, because believe it or not, just in the last 2 days I've had over 150 new subscribers. Yeah, background is quite loud though. Okay, well that just adds to the ambience a little bit, doesn't it? It shouldn't be though. I mean, you know, I'm wearing my little wind thing. I'll go, that's okay. As long as you can hear me, we're good. Saket, how are you? Cold, is it? Really? Yeah, 16 feels like 14. Sound is okay. Welcome, Wazza. Yes, it's probably, I'm in the shade here, and it's probably around about 22 degrees here at the moment, I'd say, and slowly it'll warm up during the day to another perfect day in paradise, you know. Volume could be a little louder. Oh, that's okay. It's alright. Just turn yours up a little bit. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so yes, an extra 150 plus subscribers. We're careering up towards the 3,000 subscriber mark. So fantastic. I released a video a couple of days ago that's doing exceptionally well. Obviously it's information people want to know about. It was all about opening up a bank account over here. And I'm just thrilled with how many have watched up and how much interest there is in it, and all the positive comments and questions. And one thing I also want to bring up as well, hello Emotional, how are you? Welcome. Is I want to thank everybody that reads the comments and replies back to the comments and puts in their bit of feedback as well. I get a lot of people that put in their experience with whatever the subject might be about, and they'll go into quite a bit of detail, and I think that's quite informative information there, and I might pin that to the top of the comment section, so others people see that first. It's relevant to the video, and it's a little bit extra information. It's somebody else's perspective or experience, and then of course they get commented on as well more, and it's just a wealth of information to everybody, and that's what the channel is all about, is not just my experiences but sharing your experiences as well, because it's not only, I don't have a great deal of experience, not permanently living here. I've been here for 15 years on and off every year, but I haven't lived here permanently until, well, I can say last year now, can't I? So I'm pretty much by next month it'll already be a year, which is unbelievable, that I've been here full time. Certainly surpassed the longest time I've ever spent in one single country. Hasn't surpassed the longest amount of time I've spent away from Australia yet, but that will come up. So, but yeah, it's great to get that feedback from everybody. So also today we are on our new gimbal. You might notice the video is quite stable. I can tap on the table and the video is not going to move. We'll go for a bit of a walk later up the road here and we'll see how smooth it is instead of the jumping around video footage. But I bought one of the new DJI Osmo SE gimbals. Comes in a nice bag, carry bag to keep it in here, but it's bigger than what I used to use, but it's certainly it's very sturdy, and I've been learning how to use it. I think I've got it all figured out here, and I'm really happy with it. So it's certainly a good investment, I think, to improve the live stream quality, and that is really all I will use it for, is just for live streaming. Because my videos that I create are all done with my DJI action camera, which doesn't really need a gimbal because it has all the features in the camera, unlike the phone. So we're pretty good to go. But yeah, I know. For those who've been watching me previously, I've been talking about getting this gimbal before Christmas and buying it as a Christmas present for myself, and I did. Speaking too softly, really. Okay, just a trip on two wheels. Can you hear me a bit better now? You can. What I'll do is I'll play with the volume here for a second. Press that. Let me know now if that's a bit better. Mic is not on, mate. See what that green light says? On. Green light on my receiver is on, and the bar is reading that it's on. So what more can I do? Yeah, it's working. Mic is not on. Let's do a quick test. All right, I'm going to walk around here. Did I fade out to nothing then? Let me know. Can't hear a thing. Okay, alright. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to turn off the microphone, and we're just going to have to work off the phone's microphone. It's a shame. Turn that off. Okay. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll reboot then. Everything's turned off now. Okay. And let's take a look. It's better. Alright. And let's see. Look. No, the mute doesn't change anything. Not synced to the camera. Well, it's not on now at all. You're just listening to me through the camera. So let's just turn this back on. Okay, that's back on now. Unfortunately, there's no readings like to show me on the camera that we're connected until I switch it on here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on. It'll go green, right? And then I'm going to try and press this button here. That's turned it off. Then I'm going to press it again. Okay, so this should be working now. This should be working now. Just doing a quick test. But it's set up just as it was before, so I don't understand. How's that? Does it sound okay? Is there any difference now? It's not. Oh well. Okay. I don't know what happened now. No problem. Okay, I'll turn it off, disconnect it. Yeah. So, turn that off. And unplug it. Hang on a second, guys. Yeah, technology, you're right. Yeah, that's okay. I'll put it all away. I'll just get by without. I'll have to go back through my instructions and figure out why that's happening. But at least my new gimbal's working, eh? Hello, Yak Lama. How are you, buddy? Welcome back. Yeah. All right, we're good to go. So, yeah, so the coffee shop here, which I'll quickly use my gimbal to show you. There it is. Whoa, we don't want to go up, we want to go down. There it is. They do a really nice coffee here. Hello Kevin, how are you, buddy? Get it back onto me. Where are you? There it is. Down is up, up is down. We're good to go. Retired, don't give up. I'm in Chiang Mai, up in northern Thailand. Yes mate. Kevin, are you back? Are you back from Australia or are you still there? That's what I was going to ask you. And if you are back, how was it? I watched your video. I'm pretty sure you're probably still there. No? Yes, I'm in Chiang Mai. Just next door, am I? Yeah. Yeah, Chiang Mai paradise. Fantastic here. No, I am Melbourne Airport, flying to Sydney for a few days. Oh, okay. My city of birth. That's good. I hope the weather's good for you, mate. Good flight. Yes. Actually, I got a bit homesick the other day. I was watching the fireworks in Sydney Harbour. And apparently it was the world's largest fireworks display, the Sydney fireworks, which doesn't surprise me. And gosh, it was quite a massive display. It looked incredible. Oh, you're in Prey, are you? Okay. Prey. I can't pronounce that, but I think I rode through there the other week. I don't know, you're new to the channel. I did a video of my trip to Chiang Mai, and I'm pretty sure I stopped Payao. I think that's how you pronounce it, isn't it? Payao? There's different ways of spelling it, because that's where the lake is. I stopped there for the night, and I was there for the festival a couple of weeks ago. And it was beautiful there, it really is. If I wanted to retire somewhere a little bit quieter, maybe next year, I'd certainly go there. But yeah, it's only a couple of hours from here, not even that. Beautiful spot. I rode there on my bike actually. If anyone wants to see my bike over there. Oh, Payao is another province. Okay, rightio, I'm still learning. Let me turn the camera around for a sec. There you go. So there's my little Harley there, a Yamaha 125. That got me from Chiang Mai to Pai and Chiang Mai to Rai. 5 days, 4 nights going to Chiang Rai. Didn't miss a beat. I actually got it cleaned just the other day. Come up beautiful. Looks like a brand new bike again. It's a rental. If you're interested in renting a bike like that, in the description of this video there's a link to the rental company here in Chiang Mai that will really look after you, if, I have to say this, if they have bikes available. They have over 200 bike rentals, and as far as I was aware, last week they were all rented out. This is high season over here at the moment. Yeah. Like Kevin, I'm not lazy. This is just on my way to go somewhere else. I know this is just across the bridge from where we live. You got an ADV 350. I've been suggested as my next bike, well, my next purchase to be something like that. So, am I turning Thai? Yes, I might be. Hey, they don't walk anywhere, do they? They ride everywhere. That is so true. It really is. It's something you'll really notice here. The lack of Thai people walking the streets. It's just the foreigners walking around. Thai people go on their bikes to get anywhere. Yeah. I am turning Thai. I am, because certainly the climate's affecting me. When it's below, like at night time, it gets to about 17 degrees, and I'm getting cold. Like seriously, I shouldn't be getting cold at that temperature. I'm just so used to the hot weather all year until now, and suddenly I'm feeling it. Hey Rick, how are you, mate? No, the burning season won't start until March. If it's anything like last year, it'll be March. I'm just trying to remember. Actually, it was the end of February last year. Okay, it could start any time now. I'll bring the camera back to me because there's nothing else good looking to look at than me at the moment. Burning season will be in next month, I'd say. So we'll see. And I'm glad my chat's working a bit better too. That's because they don't wear any safety gear. They just jump on a bike and go. I know it's terrible, isn't it? It really is. Yeah, I'll be wearing a jacket. I haven't got a windproof jacket. That's what I should have bought that with me from Australia. I had a really good Gore-Tex one. Literally, it was one that I went on an Everest expedition over nearly 15 years ago, and I still kept all that Gore-Tex gear. And I should have bought it with me. I just thought, I'm going to Thailand, what do I need that for? Well, yeah, it would have been handy. It was lightweight too. It would have been fine, but anyway. So, I'm actually going to probably end up buying something like a windproof jacket or something. I don't know if it'll get much colder. I've heard it could get colder than this, but not right into the winter yet. We'll see. It's a nice... yeah, so yeah, burning season, not yet. Not yet. It's nice change, wake up a bit cool. It is to get dressed into clothes that aren't already warm, or jump out of a shower and not have to dry yourself with a warm towel. You know, everything is warm. The tile floor is warm in the heat of summer. Now everything's cool. You know, it really is. You really notice it. Of course, by midday, even by 11 o'clock. You know, even now it's what time? You know, 9:30 or so. It's starting to warm up, and it will get up to 30, maybe 30 degrees. Next 3 videos will be highlight province of Nan. Okay, very good. Mid-February, but full force in March. Yeah, that's right. And you can ride south in March. Yeah, I was actually thinking of going to Vietnam. We'll see what happens. I'd like to spend a few weeks, maybe even up to a month in Vietnam, if I could find something cheap and do that. Crank up the shower temp to max. I know, but mine won't get any hotter. You know how they've got their little heater on the wall there? I've got it cranked up to as hot as it'll go. And even if you slow the flow, you know, I thought slowing the flow is going to help. It won't get hot. And to be honest, I like scalding hot showers. All right, back home, I rarely even turn the hot water on when I have a shower. It's that hot. But here, no, it's not. I mean, I get a good water flow out of the shower, so that's good. But yeah, I can't get real heat out of it. G'day Jack Bree, how are you, mate? Welcome. Fellow Queenslander. Have they finished the cleanups from the floods yet? Yes, they have. The only thing that you can see left about the floods now is some of the businesses haven't reopened, and they probably never will. They were probably just small businesses that just got so damaged they didn't have the money to recover from it. So there's a few around like that. But they were just basically like little local cafes and things like that people didn't have much chance to do anything about. Do you have a favourite restaurant in Chiang Mai? Have you tried Gecko's yet? I haven't tried there. I've been there. I was actually meeting up with another YouTuber for an interview. But it turns out it just got too noisy. It's really on a busy intersection there. So I've heard it's got a good reputation, so maybe. There's also a German restaurant on the Lampong Chiang Mai Road, which is not far from where I am, that's also got a good reputation as well. So I mean to go up there and check and have something, so we'll see. The Gecko, yeah, look, I don't know, actually, do they sell, is it Thai food or Western food there? Because I'm not really into going to Western restaurants for food. Now, I mentioned that the German one, the German does German food, some beautiful roasts and things like that. But yeah, nice Thai restaurants are more attractive to me, I think. Yeah, slow the flow. Yes, that's right. Far Away Fred is there. How are you, buddy? Good morning to you. Head for a coffee. Wanted to drop in and say hello for a few. Cheers, mate. Good on you. Give a shout out to Fred. Far Away Fred is another YouTuber up here in Chiang Mai. Very good channel, growing really well, and some amazing content of some of the places he visits and his thoughts that he shares. Pretty much the same thing I have, just from a different, from an American perspective, I guess. So yeah, good on you, mate. Excellent. Thanks for popping in. And I'm hoping my other friend, All Tied Up, and his channel will pop in and say hello. After this live stream, if you're watching, I'm going to give you a quick message. If you want to meet up, I'm heading into Chiang Mai after this live stream. I basically just want to not only try out my new gimbal, but I want to get some background footage of my next video I'm bringing out. Basically, it's a subject I'm just sitting there talking about. I won't give it away, but my voiceover will be part of the backdrop of the video, and I just be walking the side streets and walking around, and just want to collect some B-roll, as they call it. So yeah, I want to meet up with him, and in fact, fellow YouTubers that are up here in Chiang Mai, I've been thinking about this and mentioned it to a couple of you guys, that we should have a meetup, just to meet up for a coffee one day. So you might hear from me, okay? I might just put a message out there and say, hey, this time, this place, let's be there. And we can have a chin wag, if you know that expression, or have a chat, and just catch up. I think it'd be a great thing. Hello, Dad. How are you, buddy? Bringing my wife and kids to Thailand, February 4th, 25th. That's great, mate. Excellent. Be a great holiday. Try and make it up here to Chiang Mai. 4th to the 25th. You'll have plenty of time. That's a good solid holiday. And you're going to have a great time. It's really good for families. Anywhere in Thailand is good for families, because one thing about Thais, they love kids. They really love kids. I brought my son over here when he was about 6 years old, 7 years old. My father had a property over here, and we came over here for the housewarming, and I flew him over here, and my ex-wife is Filipino, and he has the brown skin, and he has the Asian Thai looking tan, but at 6 years old he was considered quite a handsome little boy, and the Thai women here couldn't keep their hands off him. They all wanted to pick him up and hug him. I don't know how old your kids are and that, but it's a great place for kids here. It really is. It really is. Jackery's saying high season, more tourists, as busy as other years. I haven't been to Chiang Mai in over 10 years. So, and this, I don't know how busy, I can't compare it. It is definitely busier than a couple of months ago, particularly in the city and around the touristy spots. And anywhere you go that's a tourist location, whether you go out to some of the well-known temples and waterfalls, you'll see a lot more people around. You'll see tour buses, which you never saw a few months ago. So there are more people, but I just think it makes the place more vibrant. It really does. It just livens things up a bit, and it's fine. Prices have gone up a bit, as they would, as you expect for tourist season. But if you search around, you can still find a room for $400, $450 a night. You know, that's as cheap as it would be during the low season. You know, I mean, you're not going to have a luxury room for that. You get what you pay for, but you know, you're here on a holiday. How often are you going to spend every day in your room? It's not. It's a place to sit, relax for a little bit before you go out and explore more, or a place to sleep. So I'm a personal believer of keeping the costs down on room expenses. I went to Pai just a month or so ago, and I stayed for the first time in about 30 years in a hostel, in a bunk bed in a dorm. It was a great experience. I loved it, only because I happened to bunk up with 3 Irish girls, but hey, luck of the coin toss that was. But it was a great experience, you know, it was good. So, but, you know, saving your money on accommodation gives you a bit more money to stay longer on your holiday. It's always been the way for me. What else we got? Let me check. Far away, Fred saying, any costs of living updates coming up, or are things staying the same? Yeah. Listen, I'll give it away. All right. So the video is basically it's about what you need to do, what checklist you need before you come to Thailand. Okay. Mostly in reference to moving here to live from your home country, what you need to get sorted out before you come here to make life easier for yourself when you get here. So that's what it's all about. Cost of living updates. The last one I just did about opening up a bank account over here. That's obviously got a lot of interest. We're up over, I think I'm over 5,000 views on that video. It's gone really, really well. And I'm forever replying to comments on that, so it's really good. But yeah, I think a lot of people want more informative videos, and that's what I'm trying to put out there. But as for me doing my trips and things like that, and things to do while you're here, I love making those videos. And even though I may not get as many people viewing and watching them, which I will as the channel grows, that's what I'm all about. The channel is me retiring here and the whole process. We've been through the process of where I've been almost here now for a year. So what do I do now? What are you going to do after you've been here for a year? Well, I'll show you what I'm doing. And, you know, you can take a page out of that book if you want. You know? Let's have a look. You could do a group live stream. Yes, we could. Why not? You know, line all our cameras up. All of us sit there at the table like the Knights of the Round Table and have a big social public chinwag. Wouldn't that be good? Why not? You know. Yeah, and there's perfectly, we can all jump on some program like StreamYard where you can have up to 8, I think it is on the free version, 8 to 10 people, and you can all be streaming it to your own channels as well. Who knows, you know, but there's lots of things we can talk about, you know, and just, yeah, just share whatever we want. It's great. I really want to do this, so we'll see about it. There's a few I've had contact with up here. There's a few I haven't yet, but I enjoy all their content. You know, I really do. And it was all these guys that I watched making YouTube channels here in Chiang Mai and a few Thailand overall that were part of my research for when I decided quite a few years ago to start planning my retirement over here. They were invaluable sources, and now I'm just giving back. I'm just doing the same thing. Hello, Paul. How are you, buddy? Welcome. While you're all there, mate, don't forget hit that thumbs up, that like button there. It just helps YouTube algorithm get this out to more people that might be interested, that are missing out on the channel. That'd be fantastic. Also, if you wanted to, you can also contribute more to the channel by becoming a member. So if you're already subscribed, I think they've changed the subscription to an extra button. Now you press it and it takes you to the membership option, which is only $5 a month Australian. It's only the cost of a cappuccino. It's nothing, but you get to see a few of my videos before everybody else does, and personal one-on-one contact. So I can help you guys out like I have with a few people. But all very much appreciated. We should meet at Route 66. Great restaurant. I went there when he opened. I missed the opening, but I got there 2 days later. And I went in there, had breakfast, really nice breakfast, met him. He actually owns another Route 66 restaurant in Pattaya. So he's a little bit out of town, but he's obviously way up there on the social media and advertising his business, and the food is really good and reasonable. But yes, that could be a good idea too as a meet-up spot there. That's fine. But if you've got a YouTube channel like Retired Don't Give Up, mate, what can I say? Email me. All right. I've got my contacts either in my information on the channel, possibly down in the description. I'm not sure on this video. Otherwise, it's discoveringthailand00@gmail.com. Okay. So yeah, you can be part of us, our little group going on. Randy, hey buddy, welcome. What do you think of the Yamaha BG1 for traveling around? Mate, it suits me. It's a good sized bike. I'm only a light person myself. I only weigh about 85, 86 kilos. If you were two people, you'd probably want something a little bit bigger, particularly if you were going away from inner city areas. But otherwise, it's fine. It's got plenty of room under the seat. They've got, yeah, and it's cheap as. Like, I went and got that washed the other day. It cost me, what do you charge me? 50 baht, like less than $2 to wash it, and it fully detailed. It came up like a new bike. But yeah, it's a good little bike, a very good bike. During the off season, you can get them for a really good, reasonable price. Right now, it's a bit more expensive up here to hire a bike. And you'll find that the company that I have in the description, they rent bikes. They've got, like I said, a couple of hundred of them, but they tend to not rent to just tourists here for short term. They tend to rent more long term people, and they're great. I mean, if I ever have a problem with anything on that, I I just go straight to his mechanic and they'll fix it. When I got back from Chiang Mai, the brakes were a little bit on the front, a bit worn, I think. And he said, yeah, just take him round to the mechanic. And I go round there and sure enough, on the spot, leave the bike, went out of coffee, come back, brakes are like brand new again. And I've had it serviced since I've had it. And I've been renting that bike for about, gosh, 7 months now, I think. And I've had it serviced once in that time. Simple, just take it around there and they serviced it and off I rode. And I'm going to hang on to that because, yeah, it's worth doing that. It's worth it. Of course, in future, I plan on buying a bigger bike and travelling all over Thailand. Thai Day got the t-shirt. Got the t-shirt. Yeah, I'd love to. Hey, if anybody knows, if you're watching and you're around here, I'd like to get some business cards printed up, just some basic ones for the channel. Yeah, just so I can hand out when I meet people. Because a lot of people like come up to me and say hello, and it's easier to be able to just give them one with a QR code on it, and they can just scan that and boom, take me straight to the channel sort of thing. I need to get business cards printed, not online, but an actual place I can walk into and they can help me with the design would be good too. Anyway, we'll do that, good on ya. So please subscribe, yeah, for sure. If that's your name of the channel, I guess, Retired Don't Give Up. I haven't been there, I will have a look later. But again, go over there and check him out. When you lived in Chiang Mai last year, rented a 300 Feroza from D-Bike. Very good, yep. There's another bike company here which I met the owner of just last week. The company that I rent from, I usually call around there once a month and we have a cup of coffee and have a chat. And one of the biggest and most popular bike rental places in the whole of Chiang Mai, she showed up there for a coffee as well. And she was all excited because she's retiring next year. Oh, now it's this year, so she's going to retire. I think she said in about April or May this year. Still owning the business, of course, but having someone else run it. So the PG1 is a 115cc 4-speed high clearance. Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. My issue is that I have really long legs, and one of the other bikes I was looking at, I don't know which one it was, but when you turn the handlebars, the way it's shaped is I was actually knocking my knees with the front fiberglass, was knocking my knees, so I couldn't rent that one. But this one was much better. I don't have that clearance problem. So yeah. I believe you are already subscribed. Oh, that's good. Okay, excellent. I mean, then I need to turn on notifications, don't I? That's another option when you subscribe to a channel. Go back to that, bring down the drop-down menu and hit all notifications. That way you'll get notified every time a video comes out and you won't miss anything, pretty much. That's it. So yeah, 14 people, 15 people watching, that's great. If you haven't already, just say hello in chat, let me know where you're watching from. That'd be great. We're shortly going to go for a quick wander down the street. I've finished my coffee, I've already paid for it, and yeah, fantastic. I'm really enjoying this time of the year here. And 2025 is looking very positive. And I tell you what, I didn't film or make any videos or live streams of the New Year's Eve here at all. One reason was I'm sort of not good around big crowds, you know. Believe it or not, I'm a fairly shy person, even though I can talk my head off like this. But I didn't film anything, but the other reason was I ended up with a bit of food poisoning. Yeah, I actually was at the Central Festival buying this gimbal, and I went to get something to eat for lunch while I was considering the prices, because silly me should have bought it before Christmas when it was on special. They had I could have saved a few $100 baht. But anyway, I ate some of these. They're like a Frankfurt in a pastry, and I ordered those and I had them, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't agree with me. So for about 4 days, nearly 5 days, I'd say it'd be about 5 days, yeah, I had a bit of food poisoning. Certainly not well enough to go out New Year's Eve. And I know Tom from All Tied Up invited me out for a drink, and I didn't tell him the reason why I declined his offer, but that's the reason why. I wasn't feeling well at all. But I ended up going to the chemist. I got some tablets, and after a day or two I was back and I was fine. At Big Camera, yes I did. I was going to buy it at the DJI store. They were a little bit more expensive. So I went down to Big Camera to just do a price check, and they were about $100 cheaper. But the thing that's made me buy it from them was the service staff there were really helpful. He come up and he showed it to me, turned it on, he took my phone, put it on there, went through all the settings for it, told me to go for a walk through the shopping centre and try it. He was really good. Whereas there was one salesperson at the DJI store that I'd not seen before, a girl in there, and she just wasn't as helpful, put it that way. So I ended up deciding I'd stay there. I mean, I would have paid an extra $200 to buy it from DJI themselves, but you get the warranty and everything the same, so it's all good. So yeah, the gimbal is working fine. Then you want an ADV if you're tall. Yeah, they are a good sized bike. Actually, I was thinking of getting the Kawasaki 500 Versailles. I like those bikes, and I'm thinking, but I keep being told that they're too big, and for many occasions and many reasons they are a bit too big. I'm the sort of person that likes going off down that dirt road or gravel road and exploring. Now on a scooter it's more manoeuvrable and lighter, and you can get into places and you're not going to get stuck. With the bigger bikes, a bit harder. But on the highway, when you want to go long distance, if I want to head somewhere like way down South Thailand and spend a few days away, even a week away, back in Australia I had a Suzuki V-Strom 1000 and I travelled around Australia, and plenty of room to pack all your gear and all your laptop and cameras and clothes and everything you need on a bigger bike. But I will look into the ADV, but that's basically a year away before I'll be ready to buy myself a bike. So yeah, Jack B, the gimbal is coming on fine. Look, I'll give you an example. I'm just picking it up now. Alright, and I'm just going to hit one of these controls on here. Alright, so right now, it probably works better if it's pointing forward, but I'm just moving my arm around like this and it's staying quite stable. I can turn the camera, bring it up and down, you know, it's fine. But we'll go for a walk and really test it shortly once I shut up a bit. Okay? Rick, have you been to Doi Saket heading north towards Chiang Mai? Yes, I have. With Doi Saket. Okay. Towards Chiang Mai. I think I have. Yes, I think I went through there. When I went to Chiang Mai, I went to a place called Phang, which is up in the mountains near the border with Burma, Myanmar, and it was beautiful up there. And I felt like I was in Burma, going by the architecture and a lot of Burmese people around. It was really nice. Yeah, but I'm sure I went through there. I'm sure I did. Yes, I bought the camera, yes. And you live in Doi Saket, good. Since I bought my DJI Drone Mini 4, okay, there, and my Osmo Action 4, yeah, I've got the Osmo Action 4. I bought it the week the Osmo Action 5 came out, but the Osmo Action 5 was a lot more expensive for a lot of features extra that I didn't really need. So Yeah, and plus with the I actually went to buy the Osmo Action 3, but it turns out that it isn't compatible with the transmitter for your mic, the Osmo mics. So only the 4 was. So I paid the extra and got the 4. And the 4 is fantastic. It's really good. You just have your settings saved and that's it. You just shoot that way all the time. So I really get good quality out of that. And by the way, I edit in Filmora 14 as well, if you want to know my editing software. Yeah. And away from the craziness, tell me about it. Even Palau, where I came through, I was stunned by the beauty up there. Even up north of here, an hour to Chiang Mai, that was really nice too. Some hot springs up there, beautiful mountains and national parks. There's a loud bike coming past. Sorry about that. I need to sort out my microphone problems. You lived in Dorset last year for 6 months. There we go. We're buying the 5 soon. Yep, good on you. Yep. God, if I'd have known that, I could have saved some money and bought the 4 off you. The PG1 would be a good off-road with high clearance. I don't think you know the bike. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I know the bike. I need to Google and check that out. Important thing for me on the bike is storage capacity. If I can have panniers on it, you know, a top box with storage capacity, and that it's going to go well keeping up with the traffic on a highway for long distance riding. They're the main things, because when I do come around to buying an adventure touring bike like those, I'm going all out with the camping gear. I'll get myself a tent, sleeping bag, and go out and hit the wilderness and the jungles. That's what I do. Even in Australia, I wouldn't stay. I spent 6 weeks travelling from Brisbane up into Cape York and Cape Tribulation Peninsula and the Gulf of Carpentaria and through Mount Isa and out to Broken Hill and down into Victoria, and all that for 6 weeks, and I only stayed in a motel or caravan park maybe half a dozen times. The rest of the time was just find a fire trail somewhere and find a flat spot and put up a tent. That was it. So I'll probably doing the digital, the Nomad touring videos. Yeah, how to tour Thailand cheap. Oh, you did a video. Okay, all right. I will check that out. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna get myself sorted here. I'm really pissed off that audio's not working properly with the microphone. That happened on my last stream as well. As far as I could see, everything was plugged in and all green lights. So I don't know why it wasn't picking up the transmitter on the phone. And I don't remember doing any other setting. I just did the live stream like always. Anyway, there are other options. I can actually Bluetooth. I'm pretty sure I can. I think I figured it out. Maybe it's something to do with the Bluetooth being on, because the gimbal is connected via Bluetooth. Maybe that's has something to do with the microphone not working. Okay. No, it can't be it, because last time I did a live stream, I didn't have the gimbal. All right, guys, let's go for a wander down the road. Okay, and have a look. The Honda Feroz has plenty of storage. Good. Okay. Did you do a bike trip years ago from Bangkok to Vietnam? Hello, Scotty. Welcome. No, but that would be good, wouldn't it? Can't take rental bikes across the borders, I don't think. Yeah, And you need these carnates, they call them, when you're traveling to other countries. I'm sure we can, no problem, take the bike across. At least go into Cambodia and Laos, riding into Cambodia if I want to go to Vietnam. Yeah, you know, I mean, you can go anywhere if you really want to. All right, let me get this. There we go. Go for a walk. Okay, guys, I'll turn the camera around. Okay, bye-bye. All right. Now I'll turn the camera around so we can see where we're going. There's the bike, looking nice and clean. So I'll leave that there. I'll come back. We'll just get the right setting on here. That's fixed. We want that one. We want it on the gimbal for... There's the one I want. That's working well, hey? Nice and smooth. So it's like learning to drive using this gimbal. It's a lot heavier than what I'm used to. Scott's saying I sat next to a guy on a plane who had arranged a bike trip with no planned date for return. That's great, yeah. Yeah. Oh well, look, you don't plan too much. You don't want to plan too much because, yeah, just get a one-way ticket. Well, where we're going now, this is a sort of a Muslim area down this area down here. There's a mosque down here. There's some really good food places. Get your chicken biryani and all that. There's this place here that it's designed like a castle. You can see that. It's been closed for a few years, probably since the pandemic. A lot of places never reopened. What was that one? Oh, in Australia, yeah, I had a Suzuki V-Strom 1000. I bought the new Generation 2 one. It was a 2019 model when they came out. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, great bike. I loved it. Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it. The sidewalks. Yeah, I did a video about, I think it was 5 or 10 things I hate about Thailand, and one of them was the sidewalks. But I will say it's better than some places, all right? If you ever go to Myanmar in Burma, look, at least here they have covers over the drains, right? They have covers over the drains. I remember walking along in Mandalay in Burma, and you could fall down these. There'd be no manhole covers, and it goes down like 4 or 5 meters. You're in big trouble. So you won't fall down any holes, okay? You won't fall down holes here, but you will trip. So you've just got to lift your feet. I'll tell you a little story. One of the first times I went overseas was to Nepal. I did an Everest expedition with Edmund Hillary's son, Peter Hillary, the company called World Expeditions. We were a special group, trekkers, that went out to explore areas for future tour groups to visit. We went right out. We did went out to the Everest region, but we also did some other places. But it was 6 weeks. 6 weeks of walking with, there was 12 of us, I think. 12 of us, but we had about 25 porters and guides, and we walked with yaks and the whole team 6 weeks, and it was trails all the way, right? And while we were walking, you forever had to have your eyes down watching where you were stepping, because it was just loose gravel or it was 1,000-foot drop off the side of a cliff. And so one of the things I noticed when I got back to Kathmandu after it was finished was, first of all, even though the footpaths over in Nepal weren't all that good either, was not having to look where my feet were constantly when I was walking. Okay, it was to be able to look up ahead and look at where you're going rather than looking at your feet. And the other thing was to walk on carpet. Oh, to walk 6 weeks of walking on stones, and to walk on soft carpet with bare feet was such a nice thing. So yes, so this is okay. This is okay here, you know. And believe it or not, and I'll tell you this. Here's a tip of mine, right? I would rather walk on footpath like this than walk on the edge of the road. And sometimes there is no footpath, or it's blocked by signs and posts and everything else, and you have no choice to walk on the road. If you need to walk on the road for an extended period of time, walk facing the traffic, the oncoming traffic, okay? Because then you can see what's coming towards you rather than what's coming towards you from behind you can't see. So you've got less chance of diving out of the way. And so let me stop and get some chat because the sun's getting pretty bright here. I ride in Australia, but when I visit Thailand I go to Patong in Phuket. You have to be crazy to ride there in peak season in February. Yeah. You don't want to go to Burma right now. Look, a lot of people are, and it wouldn't stop me going there now. You know, I mean, you know, what's been going on over there has been going on for years, and unfortunately probably will go on for years. But while there is a chance you can still go there, it's definitely worthwhile. It's a beautiful place, and most of the places that you would want to visit are quite safe too anyway. Okay, get under here. I just have to be aware that, like I say, this is a Muslim community. A lot of them don't like to be on camera, so I won't be pointing their camera anywhere. Hello, good morning. These are nice too. Buns, yeah.
Bun sweet and bun chicken.
Chicken?
Chicken barbecue.
Oh yeah, barbecue. How much are these?
15.
15 baht, that's cheap. Okay, maybe I'll walk back. Thank you. Cup. There you go, 15 baht. For one of those, they're like chicken buns, they're really nice. 15 baht, that's good. Let's see. I'll keep the camera. There we go. So much better with the gimbal. Yeah, I think so too. Well, I keep bringing it towards me, and I've still got to practice a little bit more, but it's working okay. Yeah, it's working okay. What's this? You're a real traveler explorer. I was. I got some stories. I got a lot of stories. I'm quite lucky to be alive in more ways than once. Yeah, friends who hear my stories, they usually think I'm like a cat with 9 lives, and they're wondering how many lives I have left. And I'm wondering myself. I've got to be a little bit careful now. I don't think I have many left. Gosh. Hello, Pat Ty. How are you, buddy? How's Sydney? Eh? Look at this food, looks nice. Look at that. That's that chicken biryani. bit too hot and spicy for me, really. Come on, camera, get back up there. That's it. Yeah, a little bit spicy. Banana roti. These are all the rotis. I love them. I like my banana and honey roti near where I live. The girls down in that little restaurant look after it. Here's some locals if you want to do some cheap washing. Machines, yeah, they're a bit dusty, aren't they? There we go. So Pad Thai, welcome mate. Yes, good to see you. Rick saying I was in Chiang Mai, met a blind guy, asked him how he manages to get around safely despite not being able to see. Yeah, the hazards. We had a laugh. I struggled being able to see. Yeah, you struggled being able to see. I thought that was leading to a joke. That's like the blind guy. What was the other one? The joke I heard was what was it? Oh, how did the blind skydiver know when to pull the cord? Pull the ripcord? Huh? The leash went slack. Oh gosh. What's that? Hi there, Jaden. How are you, buddy? Hey, welcome to the channel, mate. Welcome to the live stream. And thank you. We're all a nice bunch in here, and thanks for saying hello in chat. Anyone else that's new can say hello in chat. Hey, we got to check out this house. There's some beautiful homes over here. I swear, man, there's some money. People have some money. All right, look at this. This is a house. Look at that. Hey, isn't that a beautiful home? Sydney misses you. My handsome haircut. You like my haircut? My $5 haircut. It's about $5 now. The currency's not doing too well, is it, lately? 21 Aussie to the dollar. Yeah, it's not doing too good. But yeah. The haircut. Yeah, it's good to have it short. You don't have to brush it. It dries quick, and you hardly use any shampoo. So I don't want to walk too far away from my bike, because then I've got to walk a long way back. Let's go up and over and walk down the other side. Here's a little place here. I have some nice cafes in here. Yeah, nice coffee shops. Coffee shops are everywhere in Thailand. God, it's a big business, isn't it? Coffee, amazing. I wonder how, like with all the competition, how coffee shops could be making money. You know, but geez, there's just a lot of people drink coffee. All right, we're going up. Let's go up here. Okay, thank you, retired. Have a good one, mate. I'll go catch up on your videos and stuff. And don't forget to toss me an email, mate. I'm on Instagram as well as Facebook Messenger. So, you know, there's ways we can communicate offline or online as well. So yeah, do that. There we go. Down there, if you turn left where these bikes are going to go, because most traffic turns left just up there, that takes you in towards Chiang Mai, the back way. Also up there, you go right past is the bike rental place where I rented my bike that I keep giving a plug. So they're just up there as well. There's also a couple of good bike shops if you need to buy helmets and gloves and things like that. There's a few up there as well. I'm not going to walk that far. It's actually warming up now. So yeah, let's swing the camera around. There we go. Take a look back the way we came. There we go. Look at that beautiful blue sky. here in paradise, here in Chiang Mai. There we go. Do you want a blind oak? Oh, Rick, good on you. A blind guy was swinging his assistant dog around. Was asked, what are you doing? Just looking around. Oh, I heard that joke the other day. Yeah. I was watching some Facebook reels and they were saying that's just looking around. That's oh, that's a good one. Yes. The only jokes I know are ones I can't say because they're too rude. That's good. There's a big school here. There's their sports field. Come on, camera. Why don't you want to point out there? No? Camera wants to point crooked. Let me straighten it up a bit. Straighten it up. There we go. Yeah, so they have sports field out there. They play soccer and football and cricket too, I hear. Alright. Let's go. My camera, what's going on here? Okay. The camera wants to play around. Let's get it. I wonder if it's got something to do with me being up high and detecting me up high. That beeping is not my camera. Okay, it's someone else. Alright, let's go down this side. So just behind all these buildings is the Ping River. Now, there we go. Yeah, just to my left is the Ping River. To give you an idea. You can see what I mean by obstacles on the footpaths, trees, everything. It's Sunday here, so there's a few things closed. That looks like a nice bakery. Let me just go back and check that out. Look at that. Coffee, food, bakery. Sandwiches, croissants. Oh, I'll have to check that out during the week. Alright, here's somewhere I want to show you guys. We're going to go for a wander down here and have a look. Hello, 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 hey, hello, say hello. Good, good. There we go. Have I tried to play Thagor with a rattan ball volleyball? If you feel, oh, I've seen them. Is that what it's called? I've seen them play that. Yeah, that looks like something for really healthy people and fit people, I should say. That's not me. But yeah, very talented, aren't they? I've seen them. They do that in the park near the city. There's an area there. Did you guys notice the sign? I'm not going to go down there because we've just walked through someone's property, but did you notice the sign? There's a beautiful home in there. This isn't a road, this is like a driveway or something. Anyway, yeah, down there, we can turn back, is the Bandidos MC. I saw that sign there a few months ago. I thought, oh, okay. Better not be down there. Probably filming down there is not a good idea. Any spare room for rent in your condo, Pete? No, mate, I'm only in a studio, mate, but you know, if you bring up like a blow-up mattress and a sleeping bag, you know, we'll put you on the balcony. Yep. Yeah. There are a couple of hotels around. They're not the cheapest. I'll be your tour guide, yes. And you can be my translator. Oh, good. That's okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. That is for sale. I'm fairly sure when you see a red sign up like that that you can't read, but the phone number's there. The shop for either sale or for rent there. Most likely to rent. The jewelry store there. And the jewelry store looks alright. Just trying to get the camera. I don't know why it's veering to my right a bit. I'll try to correct it. There. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no problem. My camera is going nuts. Where are you going, camera? Back up. Back. Change the setting. That one. There we go. That's better. Hey, Scott Green. Man from New Zealand. How are you there? I watched the New Zealand fireworks from Auckland. First major city in the world to see in New Year's Eve. I'm watching that, a bit of that on YouTube. Looked pretty impressive. Have I been to Pai? Yes, mate. Yes, about, gosh, I'd say a month ago, but it's probably a little bit longer. Probably about 6 weeks ago. Yes, I rode to Pai. Fantastic road, if I remember right. It's about 790 twisty corners through the mountains, and really beautiful. And when I got there, boy, isn't that took me back in time, like back in the days of the hippie and all the locals in there with their dreadlocks and stuff, the Westerners are living there. Yeah, it reminded me of Goa in India. On camera. There we go, yeah. Yeah, I liked it in Pai. Not my scene really. It was a bit, if I was a bit younger, it'd be good. Nice places around to visit. Hot springs and temples and lots of hiking and waterfalls, amazing waterfalls. I did the video, I think it's a 3-part series, going up to Pai and back. So yeah, it was great. There we go. Yeah, well look, my next trip, I'm thinking, and I was thinking of doing it this week, but I don't know why. Oh yes, I need to buy some Loctite. The screw that goes on my phone mount on my motorbike won't tighten up and stay tight, and the phone keeps moving around. I'm using it for Google Maps, and it's a really irritating having to stop every 15 minutes and get the Allen key out and tighten the damn thing. So I'm trying to buy Loctite. Yeah, I'll have to search a bit more. But until that's fixed, I'm planning to do the loop, Mihon Sung loop. Now I don't want to go the whole loop. It takes about 3 or 4 days. I want to go sort of the clockwise direction, and it ends up in Pai, and then you come back down from Pai. But I'm trying to find a way of doing it, because I've already been to Pai, to not have to go that way and go into Pai. So I'm going to I don't know, fairly shortly, probably spend 2-3 nights and going out that way, because right now it's the best season, the scenery's nice, the weather's clear. I want to do it before the smoke comes back. And yeah, in fact there's a place up there, I can't remember the name of it, it's on a lake that's really a popular stopover, where every hotel and camping site was completely booked out because of the tourists. Now I'm not keen on that, but I think that was another reason why I didn't go this week or next week. It's just a bit too busy. So, but yeah, that's where I'm thinking of going for the ride. And also, the other thing is that I do these trips, and when I get back, then I edit the videos, and then I start putting the videos out on Facebook, on YouTube. But hey, there's an X-Max. Is this what we were talking about? Something like that? Hey? That looks like a good size. Hey? No problem with the knees there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I should. I'll think about getting that. Yeah, I need to do Loctite. That'll fix that problem. Once it's locked in position, that's fine. I don't need to move the phone as long as it's in the right position. So, but yeah, it was completely booked out. So, but I want to get out there and do that trip. Definitely this month. If I leave it longer than that, yeah. It's but yeah, there's some really nice areas that I haven't been before, and that's sort of west, isn't it? It's west of here and over the Doi Tep and down. It would include Mount Itaron, which is the tallest mountain in Thailand. That would be one of the first stops on the trip, going in that direction. So it's we'll go and have a look up in here. Let's go and have a look up in here. All tied up. There he is. Been waiting for you. Where you been? Hey, I said earlier in the stream I was hoping you were on or coming on to watch, mate. I don't know what you got planned for today, but if you want to meet up later, not long after this live stream, I'm heading into the city, and I just want to get some B-roll footage, just walking around, not even talking, just some walking around. And we can meet up for a coffee or some lunch or something. So let me know. Sorry I couldn't go out with you, meet up with you on New Year's Eve. Like I said, I was having a quiet night, but the real reason was I had a bit of food poisoning. I wasn't feeling too well. And the next day I was feeling really not well. So yeah, I'm glad I couldn't go out if I wanted to. So I had to be really close to a toilet with a lot of toilet paper. You know how that's not possible. This is quite a nice looking restaurant here. Nobody's here, but here we are on the Ping River. Nice view. There we go, look at that. Down there, looking down at the bridge, looking towards my home. Yeah. What else we got? Just going to check down chat, make sure I haven't missed anything. Scott Green, yeah. And then you're going to visit Pai. Yeah, it's nice up there. It's nice, the ride up there. Apparently the ride in the back of a taxi is not so fun, because they drive like lunatics, or a van. Yeah. March 11, arrive in Bangkok. Yes. That's coming up into the smoky season. It was about March that time that I arrived here in Thailand to live last year. Actually, it was about the 16th. I remember it was 2 days after Valentine's Day, actually. So yeah, it's nice. This looks nice here. So, I don't know if this was damaged in the flood. It seemed pretty high up from the river. I don't see any staining on the walls or anywhere, so. But, well, actually, this would have been flooded out the front here, because this whole street we've just walked was waist deep in water during the floods we had here. Happy to catch up. Message me. Good, mate. Yep. Well, we'll do that after the stream. I'm gonna ride on up, which will be fairly soon. In the next 10 minutes, we'll be back at my bike. The mosque we didn't go and have a look at. It's up one of the side streets along here. If you happen to be up at 4 a.m. walking around like sometimes I am, you do hear the call to prayer over the loudspeaker from the mosque in the distance. I've travelled a lot of countries, Muslim countries, where I find that when they do that over the PA, it's quite peaceful. It's really nice to hear. You know, there's the castle over there. It's like something out of Disneyland. That was actually a restaurant. Fairly sure that was like a restaurant, where, you know, all the staff would dress up in period gear and stuff. Yes, Scott. Yes, mate. Yes, I'm still in Chiang Mai. Still in Chiang Mai. Yeah. I'll be here for another year, but I am seriously contemplating next year. I'd like to move into a house. I've noticed that it's the butchers. I've noticed down outside the city, down south in Lampong and Han Dong is another popular spot. You can get some really cheap houses, like a 2-bedroom furnished house for about 5,000-6,000 baht a month. I mean, what the hell am I doing in a 1-bedroom, in a not even that, in a studio condo for 8,000? You know, so yeah, just that little bit of quietness too, just away from main roads would be nice. Yeah. So yeah, it is a nice place up here. It's really good. There's just one thing that would make it absolutely perfect. All right, and that is a beach. I mean, I'm from Sydney and Brisbane, the Gold Coast. I'm a beach person. There's no beach here. Well, no real beach. But yeah, that would be otherwise perfect. As for the bars and drinking like you got in places down south, I don't drink, so not of interest to me. You try and get across this road. Yeah, patience. Don't take unnecessary risks. There's a nice Tesla. Electric cars are popular here. Let's walk out. Guys in green are from Grab, doing food deliveries on their bikes. But yeah, there it is. There she is. There's the beast. Oh yeah, I'm never going to stop exploring here, you know, and that's why I can quite confidently say I'll stay here another year in Chiang Mai, because every time I go anywhere in the city or walk anywhere, I'm discovering new things. A new coffee shop, a new restaurant, a new something just that gets my attention. There's just so much to explore. So, you know, and then of course all the friendly people, it just goes to show, you know, what more do you want? So yeah, thanks mate, thanks for the video. They're going to get even better. I've just updated my software. I use Filmora Wonder Share, and they've just added a lot of AI features to it, and one of those features is a AI voice. Now it's my voice, of course. I'm not going to go and change to an AI voice, but it basically automatically does all the settings for you as though you're in a studio. So it'll cut the background noise, it'll make your voice sound crisp and clear, and it's just the press of a button. You just highlight all your clips on the timeline and it just does it to the whole thing. It saves me so much time and increases the quality. So the audio in those videos will be even better. So, consistent right across, that's consistent right through the video. So anyway, Jackson, so I missed your comment, did I? If you come to the Rayong area, Pete, you can stay at my place. We have a spare room, only 5 minutes from the beach. Oh, man, you regret you said that. All right, I'll be checking the flight prices tomorrow. Yeah, smoky season. I'm going to crash at Jackson's place. Mate, thank you. That would be fantastic, you know. Excellent. I wish I had a spare room to be able to say that. But, no problem. Anyway, well, it's been nearly an hour and a half on this live stream. It's been pretty good. It's been great talking to everyone. But, you know, I'm retired now, so I got a lot of things to do. But at my own pace. All right, at my own pace. I know. I believe you're serious. That's great. That's great and fantastic. This guy just hit a pothole, and I heard his bike rattle, and he stopped just up there. I think his phone just rattled loose, his phone holder. Yeah. There's a woman go past with like a 4-month-old baby balanced between her legs on the front of the seat. Oh my God. Anyway, all right guys, thank you all. I'm going to go, and I'll talk to you all in the next live stream. Keep an eye out for my video that'll come out next week, all about things you need to know before you come to Thailand, a checklist of important things that you really need to know to make life easier when you transition to living here. I think it'll be something you find useful. Okay, all right guys, have a good one, thumbs up, and see you all in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day, weekend, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. All right, bye bye.